everyone, it's Kelly. I did a design team project for the Rubber Buggy and I posted it on my Facebook wall. And I had a couple people message me and ask me if I had done a tutorial on YouTube, and I did not. A lot of times when I have a project due and I have to do a tutorial, I really have trouble being able to think through and be able to talk about what I'm doing at the same time, and it takes a little bit longer, and I can only film really anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes at a time, so it makes it a little bit hard because if I am filming a tutorial, I have to do it, like this tag took me about 40 minutes to make, so that would take 4 different times of videotaping. And it's really difficult for me to do that. So unless I have everything prepped, I cannot do a tutorial video. So I apologize to those of you that did contact me about wanting to see a tutorial. I really didn't know what I was going to do with this tag, and so of course nothing was prepped. And sometimes I forget that when I have DT projects due and I don't do them ahead of time, I'm doing them the night before. So anyhow, I thought I would at least come on here and explain how I did the things that I did for this tag. So this is actually going on a gift bag that I bought for my daughter's friend for her birthday. She has another birthday party this weekend, and you previously saw a notebook that I altered for the same little girl that this is going to. So I started off creating my own tag with the Sugar Chic line from Heidi Swap, and I did, let me see, the size is 4 by 8. So it's a 4 by 8 tag. I wanted it to be larger. And then what I did was I laid down some stamping. I used a leopard print background cling stamp from Stamper's Best, and I did that just here and up in the corner there. And then for the dress form, I used this stamp right here called Dress Form Wireframe from Stamper's Best. And these, this stamp, I was disappointed when I stamped it because I pushed too hard and I got the background of the square image on the sides. So I tried to cover that up a little bit, but I didn't have time to redo the whole card at the time. And I really do like this, and I did want a dress form in the background, so it did work out okay. And she's a little girl, so she's not going to be too critical, or I hope not. And then what I did was I stamped out my Prima image, but I did it a little differently this time. I did not have time to copic color it, and so I paper pieced the entire thing. And instead of using book paper for the body, I decided to do a reversed stamp and do her body in color. And I used the Hello Pastel line from Prima, and I stamped her first on the pink paper, and then I cut that out. I stamped her hair on the yellow polka dot paper. I don't know if you can see that. And then I cut that out. I stamped her feet in the yellow polka dot, and then I cut that out and I pasted that on. And then I stamped her on the chevron paper, and I only cut out the shirt and the headband out of the chevron. And then I stamped her again on the floral paper, and I cut out the skirt and the shawl. So I stamped it, what, 4 times? Pink, yellow, chevron, and floral. Yeah, I stamped her 4 times actually, and I just cut out the different elements that I wanted to put together. So that's basically how you do that to get this image. And I wanted her skin to pop more than the paper. I wanted her skin to show a little bit of a different texture. So I just used my glossy accents for that. I then laid down a white doily over here, and I did lay down a doily over here as well. I then used some of my trim right here from Mbtreasurista. I laid down a little bit of the chevron behind there. And I laid flower here from the trim from the Mbtreasurista. Down at the bottom, this is a pink ribbon elastic from my stash. And then another pink ribbon from my stash, and I forget who sent this to me, and I'm sorry if you did. I added this pink flower here from AC Moore, some buttons here and here, some bling. The bling to the butterflies is from Mbtreasurista. I cut the butterflies here, here, and up here out of the same paper stack that this was. See, you can tell it's the same color, but this looks different because of the glossy accents. And then I added these 2 paper flowers here, and then these flat sort of shimmery flowers here, here, and here. And then here's another flower from my stash. So I kept the little stems on these, and I added those down there. I added the butterflies. I added this ribbon up at the top so I can hang it, and that's the same as the ribbon at the bottom. And then I put Diana, which is the little girl's name. So that's the tag that I made. I hope that you understand, you know, who emailed me about the paper piecing. And if you didn't, you know, comment below, and I will try to do a tutorial at some point if I can prep before, so that I'm not feeling like I'm wasting so much time doing, you know, 3 or 4 different videos or segments. So I know sometimes people can't help it, and I like watching tutorials, even if people have to do different segments, but I feel like it takes me a lot longer just because of the time that it takes to upload. So okay guys, that's all that I have for you today. So check it out with the, you know, the Prima dolls are like super fun to do, and you could do so many different techniques with this, you know, so many different things. And they're just gorgeous, and I love them a whole lot, and so that is what I wanted to share. And if you're looking for any of the Prima doll stamps and you can't find them, head over to Mbtreasurista too as well, because Misty has the Prima doll stamps and the pre-release of the new stamps as well. The Hello Pastel paper again was from the Rubber Buggy. And these 2 stamps were from Stamper's Best. So thanks everyone for watching. Bye.